So we are going to go. This is a segment where we talk about the hot topics that caught our attention and the topics that we have to bring it to the table for us to align. So we are saying this now for the maybe new followers and new people who don't know what matters are rising all about. This is a segment of the show where we talk about things that were bothering us throughout this week of football, and we try to iron it out and get into some kind of one or two solutions. So, as I'm saying now, as a humbly host, so I'm going to get into the first topic, which is just the Chelsea boys. We're talking of the Maresca boys, the senior brother of Pep, the barhead man. So, the question I just had
Senior
there
or younger brother?
is the senior brother of Pep. He's performing better than Pep.
Okay, fair. Yeah.
So, na Pep, younger brother MB.
Okay.
But it's the Chelsea fans, they call him the father of Pep. So because they say now if you want to be winning games, you have to be bored. You understand? They carry like Amory. Amory is smiling to say Amory has to
But not board, no board.
no say I go no in the use razor. He has to use knife, hot knife. Hot Italian knife, chef chef knife.
Okay.
Wait till sliced bread. That's what Maresca uses. That's why they smell. So at Chelsea, really maybe title contenders, or they just be team where just young, where just perform due to form or due to a new coach around.
That's the better answer. I don't think even if you ask a Chelsea, unless they are stupidly delusional.
So what do you think is stopping them from not being a title contender? Because this is a club that is just 4 points.
The experience.
Yeah.
Which of that? Do you have any player that is experienced that's a Champions League winner there?
None of the players have won a league apart from Palmer, but he was on the bench.
Exactly. I think the experience one, and I wouldn't say injuries because they have a lot of squad. Their squad depth is okay.
Their squad depth.
Yeah, I think it's the experience of like have they been on that title race before?
Yeah. For Conte winner for the first year,
none of the players Conte won in the weight is this thing. I'm not saying they can't do it, but now I don't think they will. I think in their mind now, even the manager
Conte was
exactly
maybe they don't win before the Hazard.
Exactly, and I think according to manager, they're taking it game by game. So I think now they should be foolish for them to be saying that we're already title.
They can't say it.
But deep down they want to be open it.
I think they can see that we are close.
I would be lying if I say they can't do it because even someone that won title league for the first time in their career, nobody would expect them to this thing. They started from somewhere.
Just like Leicester when they won the league.
Exactly.
It was like this. All the top teams they fooled themselves.
Exactly.
They were just performing more.
So I wouldn't say they are yet because we've not seen them before. And like I said, all of them are. Don't get me wrong. They are talented. They are working well under the new manager. But we can't just automatically say.
Yeah. I just think they can't win the league because of the keeper and defense. You need good defense to win the league and good keeper.
I know some people.
You can't. There's no Premier League winner with average keeper and stupid defense.
Because some people say that, but Chelsea are scoring goal, but there will be a point they can't score goal.
There will be games because if you look at all the tough games, like the big dogs they've played, I don't have Tottenham to that thing. I don't know why people they call them top 6, but Tottenham is not among me. I've not done shit. So what I think is Man U that was poor, they drew them. Arsenal, they were there for the taking. They drew Arsenal. Liverpool lost. City lost.
Yeah, they won.
No, they lost to City. Lost to Liverpool.
I thought you meant
drew to Arsenal, drew to United. Aston Villa, they beat Aston Villa. Tottenham, they beat Tottenham. Those were the only two teams that they beat as maybe big team or top 6 or whatever. So I think.
I wouldn't call them title contenders.
Yeah, I think for now.
But I think based on. This is why you consider them as title based on where they are.
Statistically,
you can call
they
them.
are contending because obviously title contenders is for me top 1 to 4.
Yeah.
Contender not mean say you go win now.
Yeah.
But you had a chance.
Exactly.
You fall by the wayside. So not really Liverpool they go for the league. Arsenal see they go for the league.
Yeah.
So I think that contenders, but them winning it to me is 65% chance likely not to happen. Yeah, it won't happen. But
like I said, that defense and that keeper.
Yeah, the defense and the keeping. They will be making crucial mistakes. Sanchez is just a millipede. So
I think part of it is right. Clean sheets win you. I think how Mourinho quoted it. Clean sheets win you this thing. But the attack also needs to score ball. Yeah. There are some games that the attack will not score ball. It might just clean sheet may just end that.
When Chelsea they win, they got Mourinho. their last 10 games was ending 1-0, 1-0.
Exactly. All those 1-0, it's like just like now. Imagine going to an away ground and it's very tough. You could not score. Maybe I just wanted to score one goal exactly, and just make sure you keep clean sheet. That's enough. Just like this Champions League game, Liverpool and Girona.
Yeah.
Bro, I watched that match. I'm telling you, Girona gave. You see, Alisson that just came back from injury. That was a world-class match.
You see the save.
How many saves? But what did they end up with 1-0? Those little, there's some games that it may not be high scoring game.
Just go there,
go there, collect 3 points, and make sure the defense doesn't concede. That's it. So games like that, with Chelsea, if they want
keep
to,
an eye down for them. But can Sanchez save it like that?
Exactly. So I think you made a very good point that the defense and the
I just think so, because if you browse through the book of Premier League, you will not see a title winning side with this kind of poor defending and average keepers making silly mistakes almost week in, week out. So the second topic for our matters arising is coming to the theater of dreams. The Dan Ashworth way decided to retire or leave the job of his position after leaving Newcastle for 5 months.
I know what's so funny. It's gardening leave. Or 6 months. So basically, he had more gardening leave compared to duty.
So after 5 months, due to specific reasons, were you privileged enough to see the reasons why he was sacked?
I didn't get to see, but
let me name the theory. Okay. It was like 5 that I saw that made them not to continue. They said he was the one that was very key in signing Ten Hag. And giving him a new contract. And I think they say he was the one that
so he also wanted Southgate or something.
He wanted Southgate, and the signing of some of these players that came in, he was the one. He was the mastermind in some of them. So, and he was one of the person that was the major component of over 200 and something stars. Where then sack will be not some of them are not even related doing the football aspect of it. Maybe cooks, nutritionists, just normal people that are making a club survive. So the guy was like this one I don't know who I employ. He was here to destroy, to kill, steal, and destroy. So, but at least he's gone. But I still see it as a knock to Indians. Like, didn't you do your research and see before employing him?
That's what pissed me.
Why have to pay him again?
Why someone pay for somebody 6 months gardening leave, employ the person for 5 months, and sack him, and you have to compensate him again. But obviously, right now, people will be like, "It's so stupid of Ineos." But if it works for the betterment of the club, I don't mind it. But now, if they can do that, summer comes. Obviously, I don't think they can sell much players in January. Summer comes, they should be that ruthless for some players to get rid of this new manager. If that same trajectory goes, I'm okay with that. As long as the club is
at least that same pattern.
There's no player that's better than that is higher than the club. So if that pattern works with some players as well, and it's successful, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that as well.
Yeah, that's true. It was something that we just had to speak on, but I just think like what I was saying when he was sacked, it was like, why didn't you employ him in the first place? If you do your background check, you could see this mostly giving Ten Hag the second to sign that contract again after, because the best way for him to get that sack was at least after winning the FA Cup. Thank you for banking with us. Go. You understand? Just at least you have done well. Leave us alone. But giving him that contract and spending over 200, that money should be something that Amorim should be thinking of spending now. But now you spent it, brings in some players. The Amorim might look like which kind of players were you signing? So that was just a mistake that they were making. So the third and the last topic for the day, because I know this is a week you came back after going on a 3 week sabbatical leave that was not forced, but due to sometimes circumstances and some little one or two things.
Not situationship, I mean.
I beg you, not situationship, I beg. So, as we said, the 2 bar-head men, 2 of them they do well, but 2 of them, one was sacked and another one they do well. But this other one, we know they do well. People can say he's arguably the greatest manager of all time. Barca fans, City fans, some kind of fans say he's the greatest of all time. He's the that. He's the
You don't
that.
agree?
I don't agree with that.
Oh, okay.
I think he's arguable. In my humble opinion, I think him or Ancelotti. Why I can agree to Pep is that at least in his almost 16 years of coaching, he has won 13 league titles, or 12.
Okay.
He has done a lot, winning a lot of league titles, 3 Champions League, and couple of domestic cups. He has done well, a lot of greats under him. But one thing I always hold under Pep is, look at now. This man, he came into Barcelona as a Catalonian, playing under them, playing well. Mourinho was there in the Barcelona as just like a journalist in the Barcelona. He was the one thinking, okay, because he understood the game so much, but because he didn't have a good, notable footballing career, Mourinho, Barcelona chose to give it to Pep. So that, I think that is where one of their rivalry came from, because he was like, this small boy take my job. You understand? Because he was young. After Frank Rijkaard left the job 2008, 2009, Pep came to a squad that's already been built already. Messi was already doing well. They were left on a semi-final Champions League, losing to United 1-0 from Paul Scholes before Pep come into the job. So the team was already ripe. Iniesta was at his best, Xavi in his best, Messi his best. All these players were already dominant. Then he just came into the team because he's a person where they used to. He played for Barcelona, so they were able to work with him other than another person, but they were able to dominate to Europe. So, and he went, and Pep, after leaving there, after Mourinho gave him back-to-back stress, Mourinho won the league, 100 points. Pep ran because the heat was getting too. Yes, he ran because he was getting too much. They were fighting too much. So he said that rivalry can't continue again. He left to Germany. He was trying to win the Champions League for there. He ran. He wasn't able to do it. He went to City. Then he built a team in City. 6 Premier League titles in 8 years, which is not easy. It's not easy. But this is a man. People like to say this thing about this second person I'm trying to talk about, that he needs great players to perform. But if you look at Pep's career, brother, Pep is not working with bombs. This guy is always giving the best set of players in the world to work with. And in 8 years, now only one Champions League he delivered for City. You understand? Let's not act as if this man is going through his raw spell now. He is all he had, the eat was scratching his body, fighting with players, blowing himself, bleeding up and down. So which kind of thing with that? But that's why I give Pep the respect of the league titles and what he has been able to do. But why I give Don Carlo is because of the level of players he has coached and what he has won, the triumph where this man get for Europe. You understand? Because in as much as his league form is poor, 30 years, only 7 league, to me, is poor in 30 years. But if we look at these clubs that he has managed, they spent a long time for them. Juventus, that's where he started his career. Then I think Gasparini was his assistant that time. This Atalanta coach, he was assistant to Ancelotti. But he lost the Champions League final, then he left. He lost the Champions League final, then people started mocking him. Oh, this guy can't win anywhere. Maybe he's a loser. Then he went to AC. He was able to win the league, win the Champions League 2 times with them. Went to Madrid, won in 2014, got sacked, went to Everton. Even the Everton they were one of the best teams under him the first early period of the Premier League time. James Rodriguez, I remember that season. James Rodriguez was the hot.
Wait, busted into the season.
Like they were feeling Everton, but obviously when you're working with this kind of quality of players, Pep no fit turn Everton to turn Madrid. No, you can't do magic with Everton. When you are there, the kind of budget you are working with when you're in Madrid is different from Everton. So I don't think he was able to do much. Then second coming to Madrid, won 2 Champions League.
Yeah, I'm going.
No, when I watched an interview with him, he said he called Perez because he knew we didn't have a coach that time. He called to ask for some players. Then he knew we didn't have a coach. Then he reminded Perez, you don't have a coach, can I just come? Remember 2014. You understand? He just remember the good times, just whine out because they have a good relationship. So, and he's a kind of manager that makes everywhere calm. You understand? But one thing that people always want to try to put Pep above him, that they say, Ancelotti is not a tactician. That's the biggest delusion in football. One of the biggest. So I won't say the biggest. One of the biggest.
Because people have seen the way Pep has maybe brought some idea into this thing, they just brought some idea, and we can't lie, he did brought some idea because
brought it to
it was
Premier
too
League.
Pep that inverted whatever started.
Yeah, Pep brought it to Premier League in recent time. But let's not forget, he wasn't the one that brought this tiki-taka into football.
Yeah, definitely.
But people see.
But I think because he used it more, and the teams used it more are more famous.
He used it. He used it. You know, Premier League is the most televised.
Yes, exactly.
So when one person come dominate them, they will raise it to one level that has never been seen. But as a winger, the way he was making Arsenal play, possess the game, they were not winning league. That's why he was not glorified. But Arsenal has been playing the best football in the league until Pep came into this league with the passes, and that's what Arsenal was known for: passing, inverting, Berlin, all those their players moving. But Ancelotti is Italian. Italians are tactical. Yeah. Their tactics might not be the most suitable for you or what you enjoy. But Italians are known for results. Conte, result. Allegri, result. Ancelotti, result. Gaspar, all these people are results managers. These are people from the old school. Ranieri, the same thing. So I always put Carlo ahead because head to head, Carlo doesn't have more head to head. He has won Pep more than Pep has won him. You understand? But European nights, big European games, big players. I just think Ancelotti has done more, and Pep has never had this moment of up and down, because it's good when you're up, dominating, but when you are down,
it looks different.
It feels different. Will you be able to handle it? You understand? That's what I always see, because I think this thing. There's a certain channel, I don't want to call names, I don't want to give some people publicity, but the thing is, Madrid just lose 2 games, then they say, let's bring, we'll put Ancelotti down, we'll table him matter, we'll not get pattern. But this is Madrid. If we lose 1 game, it'll be like crisis. But Pep has lost games, even if City won't sack him, because City can't do better. If Pep did Madrid, Pep can't lose a Clasico, maybe lose a Clasico, then go Champions, go to collect like that. Brother, uproar. We are visiting you, no verse. We are visiting City. They're just a team that's emerging, trying to stamp themselves in the history books as one of the big teams. They're not big like that. So that's why they have not won anything. This is a team that has not won much. Surprisingly, it's just the way people deficit they win. City has more Premier League than them, than the Chelsea. That's just a fact. But I don't know why the people are trying to put this Pep run under. If Ancelotti lose game or any other manager, nobody is calling Camavinga no dey, Vini no dey, Mbappe no dey inform. But now you are trying to tell me they lose game yesterday against Juve. Person tell me Rodri. Bro, Rodri has been injured since Arsenal. How many weeks ago? How many international break we don't play?
That's for like a month, man.
You're telling me about Rodri. What's it concern me and Rodri? Shebi is the best manager in the world. He's a magician. He can do magic. He is a Merlin. He can turn. He can do to spring. He can make wood. If he put there's some. I heard some fan. Pep can put wood in DM and they'll say we put the wood now. Let me see, because all the human beings you are putting is not working. It's better you put wood there. And it's just annoying for me that Pep is just allowing this thing. The media, they are not hammering Pep. Make Pep feel him. Pep don't make people feel him. So now that it's not the way, let him feel it.
I think because of what he has achieved, there's this respect.
His achievement.
I think they will calm down or not calm down.
I don't want to
English media. There's this respect they've given him for the dominance he has had. And like, no, you said something yourself. You said they are not hammering him. And like, why is the reason why? The dominance he has shown to the English, to English football in
with
general,
the money spent, money spent, what City is going through now with the court of law and with everything they have done, as they are losing like this, my brother, and they're not even losing About they're not. Most of the people are not even doing their job. See, I will go down deep to say it. Walker is expired. It's an expired yogurt right now. Expired. It's not even one of those milk where if you say let me put in the fridge, I feel use that tomorrow. He's expired. Throw him in the bin. Look at the way that Juve young guy, and I leech. I can't remember go spoil your name. Just go whether not Danilo, just cross ball from deep line, control the ball, push Walker. I'm like Walker went 2 seasons ago, lock Vinny, put inside key, throw the key for fire. But now, even Mitoma, any average winger can tear him apart. So I just think this Pep, in as much as he has done what he's a manager I'm never supposed to like as a Madridista, but what he has done in football is remarkable for me. But I just think people are just they are giving him this preferential treatment of Omo as a manager of he has done this in the league. He has done this in the league. We don't care. We don't care, my brother. He's not doing well. Not everything is the players. He is not doing well. Everything that he is doing I don't know training. Is he not coaching them? They do tactics. Nothing is working. So his manager, he should take some blame.
I think he takes some blame.
Who is giving it? No,
obviously the media are not saying it, but he himself
Pep
knows.
is the most how am I going to say it now?
Twisted.
Very corny. He knows that he's at fault. And he knows you can't bash him because he has the backing of what I have won.
True.
So he's going to come out and tell you, I didn't do well. My brother, blast him. Let him know. Then you understand? So that's just all we wanted to say. I know that there are a lot of things that happened in the world of football this week, but we just wanted to keep it snappy this day after this is the first time coming back after a few weeks now. So I just how we come every week, come with different bangers. So, but this week we just have to keep in touch with you guys and make sure we tell you about the topics that was bugging in our mind since.
Right, your mind?
My mind, because see, if you give me some minutes, I'm coming from the bar this evening. I literally take some Guinness cup of Pep, so that when I'm lashing, I'm not even looking at my back. You understand? Train punches without looking. So, but let me just spare him. He's a great man. He has done well.